Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Edgar-O. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so in today's video we're gonna be talking about my favorite part in makeup, and that is a nice blinding highlighter. Because anyone that puts on makeup knows that the most important thing when it comes down to makeup is a blinding highlighter. So right here in front of me I have 10 of my own personal favorite highlighters. I have 7 drugstore highlighters, and we have 3 of the high end. Now once again, these are just my personal favorite highlighters that I really like, but it all really depends on what you like. It really depends on your preference. It really depends if you like to really go there with a highlighter, or if you just like a little bit of a soft undertone highlighter. It doesn't really matter as long as you put on highlighter, because it's like going out the house without underwear, I think. Alright, so let's dig right in, and before we start, I just want to say this video is not sponsored. I just really like these highlighters. So I'm gonna show you from cheapest to most expensive highlighters, or I should say affordable. And I'm going to start with the first one, and that is the e.l.f. highlighter. This little guy right here is good for both, if you like to blind people or if you like just a soft undertone highlighter. The pigmentation on this one is not like crazy blinding, but the more you apply, the more blinding you start to look. Or, you know, you get it. Now this one retails I think for $1.99. I bought this a long time ago at Forever 21. This was actually my first highlighter ever. It has a nice brownsy undertone to it, but this one I just like to put it on my cheekbones when I'm in the house, just, you know, circling around. Why would I be circling around the house? Well, I like to wear this highlighter when I'm just in the house, period. Alright, moving on to the second one, and that one is the Wet n Wild Makeup Stick highlighter. Now if you want to try something different other than the powder ones, I say try this one. This one's really pretty, and it's really pigmented. I like to blend this one out with my finger, because I feel like if I use a brush, it's not gonna blend well. You could also use a beauty blender, but I prefer using my finger with this one. Now I did buy this one at Target, and it was $3.99, and the best part is it's cruelty free. I will always support any brand that is cruelty free. The way that I like to apply this one is I'll just go around my cheek twice, and then around my eyebrow bone, and then I'll just start blending it with my finger, and then I'll take a beauty blender and I'll start blending the edges. For $3.99 and it's cruelty free, yes please, I'll take 2. Alright, moving on to my favorite third and fourth one are the Revolution highlighters. This one is the Strobe highlighter, and this one is the Vivid Baked highlighter. Now both of these are from Makeup Revolution. I bought these at Ulta for $6, and the Vivid Baked highlighter, the first time I wore this one I was like, whoa. This, if you want to look like a disco ball, go with this one, because this one's so pretty. It has like kind of like a metallic look to it, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be putting this one on one of my cheeks. These two are definitely 2 of the best highlighters to check out, and for $6, yes please. Alright, moving on to my favorite 5th highlighter, and that one is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Okay, listen, this one has been circling all over the internet when it came out, and we all know that this one is really pretty, really pigmented. I don't think I have to say any more positive things about this highlighter. We all know it works, we all know it's pretty, we all know it's flawless. Now you can find this one at Target for $7.99, and if you don't have this one in your collection, go get it. What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to go get this one, like, after the video. But yeah, definitely check this one out. It's really pretty. The pigmentation is really nice, and highly recommend it. Alright, moving on to the 6th one. It's another one by Maybelline. I absolutely love Maybelline products because they are so affordable, number one. They work, they look good on the skin, and I just want to be part of the Maybelline family. But anyways, it's the Maybelline Strobing Liquid Highlighter. If you've never tried a liquid highlighter, I highly recommend trying this one out. Maybe liquid highlighters are not for everybody, but I feel like if you give it a try and give it a chance, you will definitely like this one. Alright guys, moving on to my favorite 7th highlighter, and that one is the Profusion Studio Highlighting Palette. Now I got this palette at Marshall's for $3.99, and I wasn't able to do swatches at the store, so I was kind of concerned about buying this product, because I was like, what if it doesn't work? But then I'm like, but what if it works? And then I'm like, well, it's only $3.99, so if it works, if it doesn't work, who cares? I lost $4. No, it works. The pigmentation on this little palette is amazing. When I got home and I started doing the swatches and I was applying it to my arm, I was truly thankful that I actually decided to buy this palette. Like I said, the pigmentation on this is really, really pretty. You get 6 different highlighters for $3.99. Is that not a deal? And I'm actually going to be applying one of these to my other cheek so you can see how blinding this palette is for $3.99. All right guys, moving on to my favorite 8th highlighter, and that one is, well, this one doesn't really need an introduction because as soon as I say her name, you're gonna be like, oh, yep, that's definitely a good one. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit Palette. Personally, I feel like Anastasia Beverly Hills is the queen of highlighters because when she comes out with a highlighting palette, not only is the packaging beautiful, heavy, and nice, it's really, really pigmented. Like, she's not playing with you. This right here was actually my second highlighting palette, and my husband actually bought me this one. And I took a brush, I was like, and applied it to my cheekbone, and I was like, oh I think I put too much on. But then again, when it comes down to highlighting, there's no such thing as applying too much. There really isn't. Personally, I love looking like a disco ball and blinding everyone in front of me, so yeah. Anastasia Beverly Hills, thank you so much. I really like this one. And I know she recently came out with another one. I have not yet been able to get my hands on it, but I will. So if you don't have this palette, then sorry. All right, moving on to my favorite 9th highlighter, and that one is none other than the Tarte palette. Now, this little thing, not only is it a highlighting palette, it's actually a contour kit too. I usually like using this one when I want to contour my nose because the contouring part of this palette is really, really creamy, really, really nice and soft. Now, the packaging on this, the black and gold, the way it feels, the way it opens, beautiful. This right here is what you call money well spent. This palette I bought at Sephora for $45. The inside of it, it's so pretty. The way the packaging opens, and look at that. It's just so pretty. If you really want a product that has nice packaging, a nice product, 2-in-1, go for the Tarte palette. And another reason why you should get the Tarte palette is because it's cruelty free. Now, you know that's always a win for me, so Tarte. All right guys, moving on to the last highlighter, and that one is, well, technically speaking, I'm not sure if this is really considered a highlighter, but I like to use it as a highlighter. And that one is the Urban Decay Naked Illuminating Shimmering Powder. Now, I like to use this one as a highlighter or on top of one of my highlighters just to give it that extra pop. Like I said before, I really like to look like a disco ball, so I really don't care if I look too extra. When it comes down to makeup, there's no rules, so you can't tell me no. You know, I think this is more for like your body, your neck, your hands, especially females that like to show their, you know, their little bones and like to put that extra glow in their body. This is the one to go to, but I like to put this one on top of my highlighters just to give it that extra pop. And if I'm not wearing something white that's not gonna get dirty, because we all know that white and foundation, they do not get along. But when I'm not wearing whites, I like to put it on my neck just to give it that extra glow. I bought this one at Sephora for $32. I don't think you really need to have this one in your collection, but if you have extra cash, why not? The pigmentation on this one, when you first put it on your finger, it's really pretty, but once you apply it, it's not that strong, which is not a bad thing, but it'll still give you that nice shimmering look to your skin. All right guys, well, those were my favorite top 10 highlighters that I absolutely love. I absolutely think they're worth your money, they're worth checking out. And I'm actually gonna take 2 of my favorite ones and I'm gonna apply them to my skin just so you can see how they look. All right, so I'm gonna take the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. Do you hate this packaging? I hate this packaging because has that ever happened to you when you try to open it and you can't really open it, and then finally you open it, your fingernail slips and you freaking make a crack on it? God, the worst feeling ever. All right, so I'm gonna take my Moschino brush because this brush is so good when it comes down to highlighters, and I'm gonna take the product, I'm gonna swipe it, dust it off, and here we go. Tell me that doesn't look pretty. And don't tell me I applied too much because you are a liar. Look at how pretty and blinding that looks. I feel like this highlighter for $6 is worth getting, especially if you like to look like this. Alright guys, now that one cheek is dressed up, we're gonna dress the other one. And for that one, I'm gonna take my Profusion Studio Highlighting Palette. And I'm gonna go with this color right here because it's really, really pretty. It's really pigmented. And I just really like it. So I'm gonna take my brush. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, tap, tap, and here we go. Wow. For $3.99, you get 6 highlighters that pigmented. Excuse me, I'm having an... You see how pretty that looks? Holy. And just because it's so pretty, I feel like I didn't put enough, so let's put a little bit more. And I'm just gonna tab it. 1, 2, 3. Profusion, thank you for creating such an amazing palette. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I feel like I want to put more. You know, after this, I'm gonna have a photo shoot and I'm gonna leave this highlighter on because it's so pretty. All right guys, so as you can see, this side right here is a little bit more subtle, but it's still really, really pretty. And then this side over here is more like pow, holy crap. And it's really, really pretty. I really like both of these highlighters. This one's a little bit more on the gold side. This one's a little bit more on the silver side. And once again, this is from a Makeup Revolution, the Vivid Baked highlighter. And this one is really blinding. This one's from Profusion Studio Highlighting Palette. Alright guys, so we have reached the end of this video, unfortunately, but if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate that. And don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Click that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that bell button to get notified for my next video. But alright guys, as always, thank you for watching and I will see you on my next video. Bye. Anybody that applies this much highlighting to their face is my hero.